Hi, this is Jeff Muchmore with Muchmore Business Intelligence. In this video, I'm going to show the second part of the demonstration for the dashboard management. In this case, I have still two CRMs open. On the first one, I am Jeff Muchmore, myself, and this is going to indicate what it will look like for a provider. And in this case, I'm going to create a provider order. And we're going to see how that flows in the other direction. On this browser, I've got Ian Green signed in, and Ian Green is at the command center, and we'll see what it looks like for Ian as we get that activity and what it looks like for both of them as we work that activity through the system. So from the browser on a desktop or laptop, you're going to see the dashboard appear as you see it here with four quadrants basically across the top. The activities available to me, working activities completed today, activities I created not complete, and activities I created today status. And similar types of views, but for the company overall from the Command Center Company Overview dashboard view. On a tablet or on an iPhone, what you're going to see is each of these dashboards will occupy the entire space of the screen, and then if you swipe, it's going to move on to the next one and the next one and the next one. So that helps manage, since you have limited screen real estate, it helps manage screen real estate. So let's go back on the demonstration. I am myself, I'm Jeff Muchmore. I'll be a provider here in this case. I'm going to click the plus button from the top of any of these dashboards, and it's going to give me the opportunity to add additional tasks. In this case, on our customizations, it's the bottom two tasks are the ones that we're always focused on: phone messages and provider orders. I'm going to click that provider order here, and I'm going to go ahead and, when that form opens up, create the actual provider order. So in this case, I'm going to identify what type of order it is. We're going to request lab work, and we'll say that this is blood tests for patient. And we're going to identify the patient here. We're going to look up our patient as Maria. If I type in the word Maria and I tab off, you're going to get this this indication, the exclamation point and this orange circle. And if you mouse over, it says more than one match was found. If I single click on Maria, it's going to show all the Marias that are in the system. In this case, we've got two. We've got Maria in as a lead and as a contact. So we're going to select this one. She's a patient of ours. We're going to indicate the urgency here, and we're going to select our agency that we're going to work with. In this demonstration, I've already shown in the previous demonstration our ad hoc team assignment. We're not going to do that in this one. We'll show a simple method of assigning it to a full team of administrators, which is what most of I suspect most of the providers are going to be doing on the fly. And we'll do that here in this example. So let's say we've got a situation where you've got a diabetic patient, and we're going to order some blood tests. We'll do a CBC with diff, an A1C, and let's say we've had perhaps some renal failure. We're going to do a metabolic panel in this case. I already clicked the diagnosis as diabetes. Of course, you've got options of other tests or their other diagnoses as well. And before we go off and save this form, and what we're going to do is actually assign it up here. Now, this is a little different than the ad hoc assignment. You can do this from the iPhone. You can do this from the iPad. In the iPhone or iPad app, it's a little different. You hit up at the top and click Assign. Here, we just click this lookup glass, and we're going to look up more records. What we're going to do is we're going to select a team, and the team is going to be the administrators, and we're going to assign this to the team of administrators and add that, and you'll see it says owner administrators. We click on save, and when we click on save, what we'll see as we close this record down is that as we refresh our view, actually we don't even have to refresh our view in this case. Now my view as the provider on the activities that I created that are not complete, you'll see the blood test for patient that I just set up right here is assigned to the administrators. and you'll see that it's also on the activities that I created today, signed on the administrators. Again, from the previous demonstration, this one is regardless of the status. This is the not complete. So as we complete this, it'll fall off of here, but it will remain on the activities I created today as well. This is all activities that I've created that have not yet been complete, regardless of when they were created. So now switching gears, I'll be over as Ian and look at Ian's dashboard. And now what you'll see is that as I refresh this dashboard, I've got a new activity pending assignment, and that new activity is the one that I just created. So if I'm Ian, and probably I presume that the command center folks are going to be working frequently from a desktop, but if they are working from a tablet or an iPhone, they'll still be able to see all of this. In my provider dashboard, the activities available to me, I see my blood test for patient right here. And if I want to handle this and manage this, I just simply open it up, and then I'm going to assign this to myself. So now I'm in it again as Ian, click assign, and when that assignment happens, I wouldn't necessarily go out into the dashboard to take a look, but let's go out into the dashboard and take a look. Here you'll see now there are not the activities that are available to me. This is now under my working activities. And again, as I go back into Jeff Muchmore, the provider that created this, as they would take a look at this, where they would see this fall in is that the owner would change from administrators to Ian, so you could see who's actually working on the items that you created. So here you can see that this provider order is now being worked on by Ian. And so again, as Ian goes through and actually completes this order and then marks it as completed, he goes and marks it as completed here. Now the order is going to fall off of the working activities for Ian and fall onto the my completed today activities here for myself as well as for the company overall. And also now, as you look back at the provider that created, it's going to fall off of the activities that I've created that are not complete, but it is going to remain on if I want to see the activity status of all activities I've completed today. I'll just refresh this view and you'll see it falls off of here, off of this list. I no longer have to be concerned that this activity is something that needs to be done. It's falling off of that. It's going to fall off that list and then down onto the other one, and you'll see the actual status. So now as we scroll down, we can see that the activities I created not complete. That blood test order is no longer on that list. However, if I want to see the activity that I created today's status, you'll see that the blood order is on this list, but it's marked as completed, and you can see the individual who created it was Ian Green.